Is my screen visible? Now, today I'm going to discuss about mobile computing. As we are already discussing about mobile commerce, in this regard, I'm going to discuss about mobile computing. Okay. This is mobile computing. Mobile computing is a technology that provides the environment that enables user to transmit data from one device to another device without any physical link or cables. ठीक है, this is the broad definition of mobile computing. कि यहाँ पर हम दो devices के बीच में communication कर रहे हैं but without any link or cables. So you can see that mobile computing allows transmission of data, voice, and video via computer or any other wireless enabled device without being connected to a fixed physical link. And this is a property of mobile computing that there are no wires attached. This is wireless device connected to a physical link. कोई भी आपकी वायरलेस डिवाइस है जो विदाउट फिजिकल उसकी लिंक के आप कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं तो ये जो हमारा कनेक्शन बनेगा नेटवर्क बनेगा दिस विल बी कॉल्ड मोबाइल नेटवर्क. ठीक है. In this case, the transmission is done through wireless devices such as mobiles and laptops, which are having no cables for data communication. And because of mobile technology, you can communicate from remote areas, remote locations where no physical cables or links are available. Otherwise, you need to set up all the networking and then you can connect. For example, if you want to communicate through your desktop having no Wi-Fi card, then you have to attach internet cable with the computer. Only then you will be able to communicate or through internet access. But in case of wireless device, you need not set up all that network in physical sense. You can set up a Wi-Fi network, and with the help of this wireless network, you can communicate. So in wireless communication, you can consider mobile devices, mobile like handheld devices and smartphones and laptops. And mobile communication can be divided into three categories. These are mobile communication, the concept. This whole mobile computing can be divided into three categories. One is mobile communication, the communication that is taking place between two mobile devices, the mobile hardware, which is needed for mobile communication, mobile computing, and a mobile software, which is required. Mobile communication, so it specifies a framework that is responsible for working of mobile computing technology. Okay. In this case, mobile communication refers to an infrastructure that ensures seamless and reliable communication among wireless devices. This is the property for मोबाइल कम्युनिकेशन, यहाँ पर हमारा जो मोबाइल कम्युनिकेशन हो रहा है, इट इज प्रोवाइडिंग एन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर दैट एंश्योर्स सीमलेस एंड रिलायबल कम्युनिकेशन among वायरलेस डिवाइसेस। ठीक है, ये हमारा मोबाइल कम्युनिकेशन कहलाएगा। दिस फ्रेमवर्क ensures that the consistency and reliability of communication between वायरलेस डिवाइसेस, ये आपके कम्युनिकेशन को रिलायबल और कंसिस्टेंट बना रहा है। These are the properties that the mobile communication should have. Otherwise, if you are trying to connect, for example, sometimes we are unable to connect with the Wi-Fi network, or there's a lot of drop in the connectivity. So in that cases, you will not be able to connect properly. So these are the properties that mobile communication should have. That it should be seamless and reliable and consistent and among wireless devices. Okay. Mobile communication framework consists of communication devices uh, such as protocol, services, bandwidth, and portals necessary to facilitate the support and facilitate and support these services. These devices are responsible for delivering a smooth communication process. ये आपकी जो है वो जो कम्युनिकेशन प्रोसेस हो रहा है उसको प्रॉपरली करने के लिए इनकी जरूरत पड़ेगी। The mobile communication itself can be divided in four categories. You can say one is fixed and wired। आपके पास इस तरह का कनेक्शन है कि the connection is fixed and wired। Sometimes the connectivity is fixed and wireless। Sometimes systems are mobile and wired, and mobile and wireless. So we can broadly divide the mobile communication in three parts. There are four parts. In case of fixed and wired configuration, the devices are fixed at a position and they are connected through a physical link to communicate with other devices. For example, this is your desktop computer. Okay. You can consider desktop computers in this category. Okay. Fixed and wireless. In case of fixed and wireless configuration, the devices are fixed and fixed at a position and they are connected through a wireless link to make communication with other devices. In first case, the device is fixed and connected through wired cable, and in second case, the device is still fixed but it can be connected through a wireless network. Okay. For example, you can consider communication towers, Wi-Fi router. These are also devices. Okay. They are providing connectivity. So the position of these devices fixed, tower अपनी जगह पर fixed है, but it is providing wireless communication, or it is connected through wireless cable, wireless technology. You can consider Wi-Fi router also. ये भी आपका जो है वो एक डिवाइस है which is connected through wireless protocol. Third is, you can see this is your first, this is your second, this is your third, mobile and wired. In this case, uh, some devices are wired and some are mobile. They all together make communication with other devices. For example, you can consider uh, laptops। ठीक है, लैपटॉप में आपके पास RJ45 केबल रहती है। यू कैन कनेक्ट योर लैपटॉप विद वायर्ड कनेक्शन। ओके, इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी कि आप जो है वो मोबाइल में वाईफाई के थ्रू कनेक्ट करें या लैपटॉप में वाईफाई के थ्रू कनेक्ट करें, यू कैन कनेक्ट योर laptop with wired network also. So this is example of wired network. You are connecting to laptop. So you are connecting your laptop through wired cable. And the fourth one is mobile and wireless. In this case, mobile and wireless configuration, the devices can communicate with each other irrespective of their position. Okay, and they can also connect to any network without the use of any wired device. Here, no Wi-Fi, no wired device is being used. The devices themselves are mobile; they can be moved anywhere, and connectivity is through wireless protocols. Okay. So here, this is fully mobile, where the device can be moved and the network is already wireless network, so you can use this network also. यहाँ पर आप जो है वो मोबाइल्स को भी कम काउंट कर सकते हैं. स्मार्टफोन्स, tablets, even you can consider laptops also. Laptops also, because laptops also provide wireless connectivity. You can connect your wireless through wireless network. So this is about different type of communication that can be made from devices. The second component was mobile hardware. So mobile hardware mein whatever device we are using, that is part of mobile hardware. So it consists of devices or device component that can be used to receive or access the service of mobility. Example of mobile hardware can be smartphones, laptops, portable. You can consider them as examples: smartphones, laptops, portable PCs, tablet PCs, or PDAs. Actually, PDAs are now not in use. In around 20 years back, those PDAs were very popular. Popular in the sense that they were small handheld computers, so people were using. But nowadays, smartphone is more than enough. It can do anything. So PDAs have almost disappeared. These devices are inbuilt with a receptor medium that can send and receive signals. Whatever device, mobile, wireless device we are using a smartphone or a tablet or a laptop. These devices are having an inbuilt card which enables them to send or receive signals, wireless signals, and these devices are capable of operating in full duplex mode. Have you heard about duplex, half duplex, full duplex? Anyone? Idea? If suppose A and B are communicating, so sometimes it happens that when A is speaking or A is communicating, then B cannot communicate. Okay. So the communication is always one way. A is communicating, and B is listening only. B cannot communicate at that time. And when A has stopped, then B will start communication, and then A will only listen. Then A will not be able to communicate. So this is called half duplex. And the example of half duplex is walkie-talkie. You might have seen that. when someone is speaking, then after the sentence one is saying over, then another person start speaking. So it means now it's another person's turn. So this is called half duplex. Half duplex. And when both can communicate at the same time, कि ए जो है वो भी कम्युनिकेट कर रहा है और पी जो है वो भी कम्युनिकेट कर रहा है। जब आप फोन पर बात करते हैं, यू आर कम्युनिकेटिंग फ्रॉम बोथ एंड्स, यू आर listening as well as talking. Sometimes it happens on some issue, both are arguing. So this type of communication called full duplex. So these devices are providing full duplex communication. It means they can send and receive signals at the same time. They don't have to wait until one device has finished communicating for the other devices to initiate communication. That called half duplex. Okay, so this is about mobile hardware. You can see a different kind of mobile hardware devices which can be used for wireless communication. These are mobile software. Since we are using mobile computing, so we need to use some mobile devices with the help of wireless network or Wi-Fi network. And we have seen that different categories of communication. You can have wired communication, wireless communication. The device may itself be fixed or mobile. There may be two types of devices, mobile or fixed. There may be two types of communication, wired or wireless. So in all, you can divide them in four categories. Uh, and the second was mobile hardware. So I've told you about mobile hardware that can be used for mobile communication. We can use smartphones, laptops, tablets, etc. for making communication with other devices. And when we are having mobile hardware and the wireless network, we need some kind of software that can be used. We need a software that can run or that can make the hardware device usable. So for that purpose, we are having different kind of software which can be used on different mobile devices. So you can see here, this is iOS. This is for Apple phones. You can identify it with this Apple brand. So this is iPhone. It's based on iOS software. Its software is iOS. This is Android, very popular and found in almost all the mobile phones except some phones like iPhones. So generally, we will be using Android mobile operating system or mobile software for making communication. And there were still there are some window-based phones that can be used also, but the versions keep on changing. And nowadays, I think it is Windows 10 that is available for mobile devices also. Windows Phone 10, you can say. So these are phones which are based on Windows operating system for mobile devices. So this is another category of software or phones that are available in the market. And this has, I think, almost finished. Now you will not be able to find any BlackBerry user, but it was at the time it was the leading software company providing BlackBerry softwares and mobile phones. They were actually making phones as well as operating system. Okay, so these are the mobile software which are used in different kind of mobile hardwares. So whatever mobile device we are using some kind of software that enables wireless communication among different devices. This operating system for for the appliance of mobile devices In other words, you can say it is the heart of the mobile system. That's like operating system. This is operating system of mobiles. Okay, so this is an essential component that operates the mobile device, without which you cannot use your mobile hardware. This is with all kind of hardware, that your hardware is useless without any software. You cannot use your computer without operating system. So the software part is very important, very essential for any hardware to work. So we have considered, in case of wireless communication, we are having mobile hardware that I've told you in previous slide, and this is about mobile software. Mobile software is making all these mobile hardware devices usable, so that mobile device can be used by the users for making different operations. You can communicate, you can browse internet, you can play games, you can edit your documents, you can read different documents. So these are different options that are available in these mobile devices. These are some applications of mobile computing. This is the list. We can access web or internet with the help of mobile devices. We can use a GPS system. Our mobile is provided with a browser, and we can browse internet. Our mobile is uh, provided with a GPS chip, where we can use its location for uh, traveling, or for accessing any particular location. Emergency services, entertainment services, and educational services. These are different services that can be availed on different mobile platforms, mobile devices. So you can say these are the main application areas of mobile computing, where we can use mobile device and mobile software and mobile hardware. And as I've told you that once in late 2000 tens, or you can say in previous decade, 2005, 2000 से लेकर आप कह सकते हैं 2010 तक जो है वो एक्सप्लोसिव ग्रोथ हुई है मोबाइल डिवाइस मार्केट में. एंड there are companies, every company is using computer systems. They are having some data at the company office. They are providing access to these data through their wired networks, fixed mobile devices. So the employees of a company are going to the office and accessing data of the company and working in the office. So whatever work they are doing at a system which is fixed and connected through some wired device, wired cable, or a wireless network. So the network may be wireless or wired, but people are doing job in some MNCs, and they are communicating with the softwares available in the office. But with the growth in the mobile devices, mobile markets, the PDAs, the data capable cellular phones, notebooks, tablet PCs, and this is research in motion. This was the name of BlackBerry phones that were called research in motion, RIMS. BlackBerry wireless email devices. So these kind of devices were available. So this has led to the similar growth in the availability of software for accessing the infrastructure available within the campus of the company. Okay, that called enterprise network infrastructure. Enterprise network infrastructure. Whatever network infrastructure is available at the company's office, sometimes it is required that the manager or any other employee of the company need to access the company's email server. and that's possible only in the office. So some kind of software was needed to access it from outside the network. For that and in initial days there were no mobile devices, so there was no issue of accessing it from outside the office. And once the office is closed, then there was no, it was not possible for anyone to access the mail. Okay. But with the growth in mobile market, it has led that people in working hours can access the email of the company with some mobile device. The person is traveling in car, but still the person is able to access the network of the company, the enterprise network infrastructure of the company. So for this purpose, some softwares are developed, since these PDAs and data capable cellular phones and notebooks and tablet PCs became quite common in those days. So there was felt a need of software that can enable all these devices to be connected with the enterprise network infrastructure. Enterprise network infrastructure, आप समझ सकते हैं, this is the company's internal network where all the sensitive data of the company is available. So company does not want to enable any does not want anybody to access it outside the office premises. So that's why they were not allowing anybody to use his or her personal laptops or that kind of devices. But when wireless devices like mobiles and PDAs they became common, then companies started allowing some kind of access to these devices, so that they can access their email, they can access some files of the company through internet, and for that purpose they needed some kind of software, and these softwares are called mobile client software. The server is running in the office of the company. So you need to have a client software, mobile client software or wireless client software, that can enable you to access the enterprise network. So you are able to access your company's email, company's data with the help of these softwares. So these are called mobile and wireless client software. Okay. So I think this is end of our today's lecture. We'll discuss next topic in the next class. आप लोग अपनी अटेंडेंस मार्क कर दी और इसके बाद डिस्कनेक्ट कर दी. Mark your attendance, please. আমরা अभी मार्क करिए. अरीबा, okay. ठीक है, you can disconnect.
So when our results are going to be
कुछ नहीं
announced?
बिस्मा. What?
So when our result is going to be announced?
Result of odd semester, third semester. It has already been sent.
Yes, sir. So
आपका
but they are
रिजल्ट
not
आपको
declared yet.
पहुंच चुका होगा. Provost office, you can
No.
check.
So sir, result is not going to be announced online?
ऑनलाइन तो नहीं हुआ है, ऑफलाइन हुए तो काफी टाइम हो गया.
Okay, sir.
ओके.
Thank you.
ओके.